people that people want to be like the most, the people that are unapologetically themselves, that loves themselves to the point where you want to be like, you want to get a piece of that. Like, why are they so happy? Why are they so, what is it about this person?
In a time where everything is fast-paced and we rarely get time to reflect and grow as people, this channel's ethos is to help us do this while promoting that walk with Christ. So join me, beautiful people, and let's grow together.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the fullness of Philly, up close and personal. We're back again with another video. It's been a while, I know, but we're here again. We're here to grow, we're here to learn, and we're here to become better. We're here. Okay, so today I wanted to speak about how comfortable are we in sitting in who we are, sitting in our identity and really expressing it. Sometimes we go through life and we'll restrict ourselves in saying things that are important to us, saying our beliefs, speaking about what we stand for, you know, talking about what bothers us, simply because we're catering to the people's feelings. Now, you have to think about what you're saying in different places and, you know, different situations. However, it is good to be able to express yourself. Like, you should never feel like I am unable to express myself. Sometimes we tend to put a restriction. Not all of us. I mean, if you're a really like extroverted person, you tend to be like, you know, really outspoken. But some people, even extroverts, sometimes have issues really saying how we feel, not just, you know, saying anything, but saying how you feel in the moment, saying how you feel where you think that people may not accept it, but saying what bothers you, saying how it can affect you, saying how it may impact you, because we're catering to the people around us. Now, yes, be vigilant to people around you and the situations around you, but when certain things concern you and concern your happiness and concern your comfortability and concern what you stand for, it is imperative that you speak your mind. For example, I said for example, like I had an example in my head, but sometimes, you know, let me give this. Sometimes you could be at a restaurant and, you know, you don't like a meal, you ask for medium rare and they give you well done, you know, and some people may just swallow that up simply because they have put themselves in a certain box. They don't want to, you know, make anybody uncomfortable, rattle anybody's cage, simply because they're catering for other people's feelings, other people's situation. Bear in mind, the people at that restaurant are not thinking about you. Like, they're thinking about their service that they're providing. But if you don't say anything, honey, you're getting charged with the bill. They're not looking twice. They're not thinking about, okay, well, let me make sure this person is extra comfortable. It is up to you to be able to speak your mind. It's up to you to be able to ask for assistance if you need something. It's up to you to be able to, no one can cater for you more than you can cater for yourself. So I want us to be expressive. I want us to really think about ourselves. Now, I'm not saying be selfish, but certain things that really affect you, certain things that really determine your experience, determine how you feel. It is important, guys, that we open up, that we speak our minds, that we really sit in our truth. What tends to happen is when you are not sitting in your truth, when you're not speaking your mind, you begin to hate yourself low key. Have you ever been in a situation where you come back from something and you've like, oh my goodness, I should have said this, oh my god, I should have said that, why didn't I say this, why didn't I do this? I am fuming with myself, absolutely livid. Have you ever been in that situation? Because I know I have. And sometimes that is because you're not fully sitting in who you are. You're not saying, you've restricted yourself to the point where like you're so overly conscious to what's around. It's not like you don't know that you could have said this, but you don't say it because you're not sure. And then when you get back, you're like, I should have said this, I shouldn't have allowed this, I should have done this, I should have did this, why didn't I? And what tends to happen if you are constantly pushing things, suppressing things, and limiting things, you tend to dislike yourself a whole lot. If it continues to happen, dislike yourself, because it's like, why can't I be like this person who's expressive? Why can't I be myself? And once you keep on suppressing yourself and overly conscious about your surroundings, overly conscious, guys, is what I'm saying, overly conscious. If you continuously being overly conscious, you'll find it very difficult to come out of that cycle. Because what tends to happen is, once you've built and suppressed something in yourself for so long, for so often, when it's time, when you're trying to break yourself out from that shell, it's almost like, how do I do this? I don't know how to do this. Why is it so difficult? It's almost like you cannot do it, even though you can, even though in your own quiet time, even though in your own house, with your own peoples, with your own family, you are yourself, you are exactly who you are. But because you have restricted and put yourself in this kind of overly conscious situation, you are unable to express yourself, unable to be who you are, unable to speak your mind, and that is never a good thing. This is why in certain aspects we see one friend has a perception of you as a quiet and maybe reserved person. Maybe you're not as talkative, maybe you're not as friendly, spoken, but another friend has a perception of you where you're flamboyant, where you're loud, you're quiet. And yes, it is given, people can bring different sides out of you, but a lot of the times that happens because maybe that one friend is being themselves, that one person is sitting in themselves, and you think, oh wow, this person is not thinking about me, they're just being who they are, they're just being busy, they're being bubbly, they're just being loud, they're not looking at me, so therefore I don't have to cage myself like this, I don't have to think about what I'm saying, because this person clearly is not thinking about what they're saying. Whereas the other person is more like, maybe that could be who they are, that could be their countenance, their nature kind of thing, they could be a reserved, quiet person, and therefore you don't know how to accept that situation, you don't know how to be in that situation, so you become yourself, adjusting to that person's personality or adjusting to that person's vibe or aura, and you become quiet, you become quite sensitive to everything around, because you're not sure how that person is perceiving you. But the question is, why are you overly conscious about the people around you? Why are you not just being happy with who you are? Why aren't you just being yourself? Why isn't that what we're sitting in? Guys, I really want us to be able to come in a situation confident, whole, and loving. It is a part of being confident and loving yourself and really enjoying who you are, to just be yourself consistently around everyone. Not that one person has a perception of you, the other person has. Why aren't we ourselves? Yes, sometimes it is given, certain situations requires you to be a bit more vigilant. However, it does not mean that we change, we alter who we are because of the people. Because realistically, these people do not put food on our table, we do not sleep next to them at night, we don't even see them in the morning. And even if we did, it is a part of loving yourself to be yourself all round, to be yourself entirely. Other times, what I've noticed about people too is everybody is looking to be somebody else. Everybody's looking to follow this vibe, to be this kind of person, to be that kind of person, because they don't really know who they are. They don't really know what they stand for. So we piggyback onto the next celebrity's vibe. We piggyback onto the next new trend. We piggyback onto the next person we admire, the next person we want to be like, and that is never good, because we are all, even the Bible tells us we are unique. Everybody's made in the image, in the likeness of God. So you sit in that image, you sit in who you are. If you're a person who tells corny, crude, moist jokes, then be that person with your chest, because the people that are for you, my friend, my fillies, the people that are for you will definitely like and love the vibe. They will definitely be with you. Don't think that altering your personality, altering who you are, is gonna make people love you. And no, it's not. No, it's not, because a lot of the times people can see through it. People aren't silly. People aren't stupid. People can see through the fact that, this person seems a bit like, they don't seem like they're they're just being themselves. It seems a bit forced. It seems a bit fake. And people tend to know this. And so it makes more sense that we sit in who we are. We begin to love ourselves. We begin to understand ourselves. That's why it's really important to understand ourselves as well, because some things could be part of your personality, but you wouldn't know that because you're just so busy understanding your friends, understanding people in your class, understanding people at work, and we don't fully understand what we like, what we dislike, who we are, what makes us tick, what makes us laugh, what makes us, all these things are very important in shaping how we interact with people, what we do, what we stand for, because then also where your limits are, what makes you laugh, the kind of people you're more likely to entangle with. All these things add to your efficiency in the world. They add to you working competently in the world. We can't get to know ourselves in 5 minutes, but if you start and you begin to make a conscious decision to love yourself, make a conscious decision that, okay, from today I'm not gonna try and do this. If somebody else finds this funny and I don't find it funny, I'm not gonna beg anything. I'm not going to make anything more than what it is. I am going to sit in what I am and who I am, and the people that will love me will gravitate towards me. There is no point having people that are not 100% in your life anyway. That's fake love. And who wants fake love anyway? Because that's never going to last. Listen, people can only be fake for so long before they get tired. Like, I'm fed up of, saying I like this all the time. I gotta, I'm just gonna leave. It is, guys, very important for who we are, for what we stand for, to love ourselves, to really say, okay, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, this is what makes me laugh. Even if the joke is sometimes it may not be socially acceptable. God forbid we say anything that is terrible, whatever. But at the end of the day, God will forgive you. If you forgive yourself and you apologize, God will forgive you. Just don't be such a person that is so locked up and choked up by people's opinions, people's understandings. Oh, I can't have people look at me like this. I don't want people to perceive me like this. Why? What are they adding to your life that you cannot? The thing is, by being yourself, you also inspire other people for them to be themselves too. People that people want to be like the most are the people that are unapologetically themselves, that loves themselves to the point where you want to be like, you want to get a piece of that. Like, why are they so happy? What is it about this person? Why do they not care about everybody's opinion? Why are they so themselves? In a society where so many people cover up, where so many people hide their opinions, where so many people do not want to be themselves, we love people that are authentic. We love people that aren't ashamed to be themselves. Therefore, guys, I really want us to sit in who we are, to love ourselves, to grow to the point where if we do not like something, if you find that someone is talking to you a certain way and you dislike it, address it with love, address it with kindness. Sir, I understand that this could be your opinion, but this is mine. This is what I stand for. This is how I think. And it is not something that's bad. And the more you do this, the easier it becomes to be this person who speaks their mind. You love yourself more when you know that you're able to speak your truth. You're able to speak what you stand for, speak what you don't like, speak what you like, agree with what you do like, disagree with what you do not agree with. Guys, I want us to sit in this because you become happier, you become more satisfied with who you are when you are yourself, completely loving yourself, completely speaking up for who you are. So guys, I just wanted to speak about that today. Hopefully it gets to somebody, hopefully it touches somebody, because it really resonates with me. And in doing so, you also realize that when people know that you are this kind of person, that you speak your mind, they're less likely to pick on you as well, because they know that, oh, this person will talk. If they dislike something, they will stand up for themselves. So I'm not gonna rattle this cage, you know. Guys, I really hope we pick up from something today and just be comfortable in being who we are. You know, like I said, God made you unique. You know, God made you an individual. You were born alone, yeah? Even if you were a twin, you are still an individual. You've got to understand and be completely in love with yourself before you're able to even show and provide love to anybody else. All right, guys, I do love you guys so much. I'll see you again in my next video.